Our business crossed 7 figures a while back, and I also went back to NTU to share with the juniors about my business and digital marketing journey. You can check out the video recording. Since then, business people asked me, do you need a business degree to start a business? Or to enter the digital marketing industry, does it matter? The short answer is no. It's not a must for you to go through degree training in order to be a business person or a digital marketer. However, the degree education has definitely helped me in my journey so far. Actually, it has benefited me in unexpected ways. You see, I took a bachelor's in business specializing in IT in Nanyang Business School. At that time, I was already dabbling in side hustles, and I know that my career is going to be in digital marketing or something tech related for sure. So I chose the IT specialization to understand more about the world of technology that I can apply to my business. However, after all these years, my biggest takeaway from university is not from my IT module or marketing module. What has stuck with me is actually my accounting knowledge. In first year of business school, all students have to take accounting. I hated accounting because I felt that it's very tedious and mundane, to be honest. In fact, I got a B+ for accounting, which is one of the lowest score of all modules I took in NTU. I never realized how important accounting is until just a few years ago when the business grew. We started to have overheads beyond me and my partner. We started to rent office, buy software, build systems and all that. Suddenly, business isn't just about sales and marketing. It's about financial control. One wrong financial decision and it's the end for us. Accounting became a matter of life and death, no exaggeration. Each week, we release new videos on digital marketing, sales psychology, and business growth. Do like, subscribe, and press the bell notification so that when new videos are released, you will be notified. You might have heard of many startups that seem to be doing well and suddenly wind down their business. For example, GoBear and HonestBee. You can have a lot of customers and you can have a good product, but the reality of the business is that when you run out of money, it's game over. The thing is that when you have no cash, it's even harder to raise cash. The banks will not lend you money and the investors will not give you funding either. So you have to plan your finances very carefully. You cannot run out of money. This is where accounting comes in. I'm very glad I learned to read financial statements in school, the balance sheet, the income statement and whatnot, because it's very nuanced. You can be making good profit but have negative cash flow. Or you could be cash flow positive but be making negative profit. It is not as straightforward as most people think. This is why all big companies have CFO. They might not have CMO or CTO, but every company will have a CFO because money is very important. It also ties in with your operations. Imagine if you can deliver a product with less cost than your competitors. It becomes an unfair advantage. This is how companies like Walmart or Scoot Airline differentiates. They attract a lot of customers because they have the lowest price in the market. They have lowest price because they manage to push their cost very low. It's related to accounting. The richest person of all time in America, John Rockefeller, he was an accountant who started an oil company. It's not a coincidence. It will be a big mistake to ignore accounting in your business just because you think it's not fun or sexy. Maybe you want to tinker with the fun stuff like technology or marketing, but it doesn't matter how strong your tech is or your marketing is. If you run out of cash, that's it, it's game over. In fact, I think accounting is so important that everyone should learn the basics of accounting even if they don't run the business. With accounting knowledge, everyone can understand their impact to the business. For example, when you run a marketing campaign, the performance impacts the financial statements. If you understand accounting, you know the big picture, you understand your impact to the company. You are not just a cog in the wheel, but you can affect the company's destiny. Of course, I also learned about business law, HR, business operations in business school, but I emphasize a lot on accounting because it's more important than I ever imagined or expected. Enough about accounting. What about the IT modules? On that note, I feel that a business degree may not be the best preparation for someone entering the fast-moving startup world. In business school, we studied how to use SAP. For those of you who do not know, SAP is a type of enterprise resource planning software or ERP software. It is the market leader in its space, and many big companies use SAP to run their operations, such as HR, accounting, and inventory management. The thing is, if you join a startup or small company or you set up a business, there is no way you will use SAP. SAP is very complex and it's very expensive. Only big corporates will use SAP to run their business. In small business, it's about moving fast and being lean, so it's very rare that a small business will use SAP. Can you imagine we took 6 months just to learn how to use a software? And it's only a small part of SAP that we covered. This is how complicated SAP is. Today's world is very different. Every software must have a short learning curve. The world has changed. The SaaS companies dominate the world today. Think about Photoshop versus Canva or Dreamweaver versus WordPress. Nobody uses Dreamweaver nowadays to develop a website. It's hard to use and time consuming. People nowadays use WordPress or ClickFunnels to create a landing page or website. It's drag and drop, it's fast and powerful. Today's world is about speed and convenience. When I was studying in university 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. We were still learning SAP. But the world is changing very fast. I'm not sure if the school curriculum can catch up or not, frankly. That's why everyone in business, whether you're a marketer or an entrepreneur, you must keep learning. In our company, we set aside a learning day every month so that our team members can engage in learning to keep themselves informed in this fast-changing world. There are always new tools and new technology that can make our lives easier. I really think that is quite amazing. I must say that the ability to learn is very important. Doesn't matter which school you went to, even if you graduated from Harvard, you will be irrelevant or obsolete if you cannot learn continuously. Speaking about learning, there is a very important concept to understand. The difference between just-in-time and just-in-case learning. In schools, it's based on just-in-case learning. You learn things just in case one day you'll need to know them. But actually, most of the time, everyone just forget everything after the exams. In our agency, we practice just-in-time learning. We make it a point that once you learn something, you have to apply it. So after our learning day, our team members have to take one of these 3 actions. They have to apply what they learned to their campaign immediately. Number 2, they have to do sharing with the others about what they have learned. Or lastly, they have to update the SOP based on what they have learned immediately. This way, you are forced to think about what you have learned and to process the learning instead of just learning for the sake of learning. It's only when you teach others or you apply it, then you truly internalize the learning. You have to learn strategically. We all have limited time and you cannot learn everything in the world. You need to learn the things that will have the most impact. Follow the 80-20 principle. What is 20% of the things that will have 80% of the impact? For example, when it comes to Facebook and Google Ads, it will become easier and easier to operate. Why? Facebook and Google are both building up their AI and machine learning capabilities. So it's better to learn what the robots cannot do, which is the creative side of things. The messaging is what will give you the most impact. So you have to pick your battles wisely and learn strategically. I can't stress the importance of learning enough. Warren Buffett said that the best form of investment is in yourself. All successful people are hardcore learners, whether it's learning through a degree, a short course, or just a YouTube video like this one, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you have to keep learning. And kudos to you for watching my YouTube video about learning today, because your business will only grow to the level of the founder. It's only when you grow, then your business will grow, or your career will grow. Thanks for watching this video. Do like, subscribe, and press the bell notification so that when new videos are released, you will be notified. I'll catch you soon.